Hey guys, how's it going? Commander64 here with another Elite Dangerous related video. Today we're going to have a little look at exploration and the things that have changed since the update in December 2018 with the Chapter 4 update. First of all, there's a few things you'll need to fit your ship with. Let's go into that first.
You're going to need a few things fitted to your ship before doing any exploration. So if you're thinking about doing some exploration, head into the outfitting and make sure you've got the following things. A discovery scanner. This will already be in your ship as standard, so no need to worry about equipping this one. It will locate all the astrological objects in any unmapped star system that you enter. Full spectrum system scanner. Again, this one should be in your ship by default. It will gather in-depth information about each discovered object. Detailed surface scanner. This you will have to fit yourself in the outfitting area. It will allow you to map the surface of moons, planets, etc. by launching probes at them, just like in Star Trek. The data link scanner will be integrated into your SRV as standard, but you will need to pick up a planetary vehicle hangar and an SRV if you haven't got one already, in order to take advantage of this device, which will allow you to hack into base's data links and analyze any objects that you can mine to determine what kind of minerals and metals are hidden inside these rocks. It's not completely necessary for your exploration, but it can add some variety to it. Short range composition scanner. Again, this is in your SRV or your ship as standard. Similarly to the data link scanner, it is useful by interacting with organic or geological features in space or planetary surfaces. Information gained from scanning them will be uploaded to the codex. The last one I'm going to mention, an optional module, but I strongly suggest that you pick up a fuel scoop. If you're going to be going out into the black and reaching beyond, shall we say, civilized space, you're going to start running out of stations to purchase fuel. With a fuel scoop, you'll be able to scoop up the heat, energy, radiation, whatever it is, around the stars to fill your tank up and hopefully never be stranded in space with no fuel. Because if you lose your ship before managing to upload your exploration data to a station, then you lose that exploration data. You will be able to check in the info tab on the galaxy map to see which stars you can use on your route to refuel. You want to be looking with stars with the following letters: O, B, A, F, G, K and M. Some stars are not compatible with fuel scoops, such as a neutron star.
Right, we've got the things that we needed to fit into the ship. Now all we need to do is do a bit of exploration. So one point you may want to take into consideration is the further away you are from the place you intend to sell your exploration data, the more money, the more credits you are going to make. So for example, I was here in Cubio and this is where I wanted to sell my data, and I made a jump to here and did a bit of exploration, did all my scanning, etc., and then came back here and sold it. I wouldn't expect to get much credits because it's not very far away.
Wrong. This is a common misunderstanding, and one that I myself believed until researching to make this video. Here are the things that actually make a difference in the value of your exploration data. The completeness of it, or the quality of it. Did you find this with your discovery scanner, or did you then go in and do a detailed surface scan? The more information you can collect, the more valuable your data. What kind of object did you discover? The most valuable planets are Earth-like worlds, water worlds, and ammonia worlds. potentially habitable planets. Any planets that are good for terraforming are also valuable. The least valuable planets are rocky and icy planets. The most valuable stars are black holes and neutron stars. Mass. Bigger the planet, bigger the paycheck. And first come, first serve. If you're the first to discover something, you get a bonus, 50%.
I have travelled all the way here, and now I'm making my way back to Cubio. So my next jump is here, which is, you can see, we'll see how many jumps it is once I exit out. We've got 17 jumps to Cubio. It's not massive amount, you can go a lot further obviously. Okay, so here we are. This is the system that we are going to explore. I'm going to get my notepad here and jot down, actually I'm going to get my logbook here and just jot down, just for you guys, what planets and what systems we're going to explore so that we can see how much money we'll get from those, because I've already got some exploration data in there so we can differentiate the things that we've explored in this video. So once I've done the boom and I've established how many bodies there are, I'll then switch to scanning the surfaces. So this is how I like to keep track of what planets and moons, etc. that I have done a surface scan on, which ones I haven't, because it's frustrating when you travel to one and you realise you've already scanned it. And I used to just go through them on here one by one, but as you can see, those names aren't particularly memorable. It's difficult to remember which ones you've done sometimes. Easier for me, you don't have to do it this way, you can do it whichever way you want to do it, but just showing you the way I do it. I come into the system map and you might be presented with this screen here. I switch to this mode. Right, I figure out where I am. I'm on this blue diamond here. So I'll select that. I will first thing I'll do is I'll scan the inside orbit line here. Once I've scanned everything in that inside orbit line, I'll move on to the outer orbit line and scan everything around this out orbit line. And then if there was another one, I would continue in the same manner. You might prefer to do it from the outside inwards, whatever works for you. Once I've zoomed in, I'll do the same thing. I'll work on the inside orbit line and then I'll move to the next one, the outer one, and then if there was another one, again, I'll continue that way. That way I can keep track of where I've been and where I haven't been. Also, if I click one of the planets and the moons, I can get a bit of information. Now this is a star, so I can't do a surface scan on that. That little speck there's me. And this one's also a star, so there's nothing I can scan there. Let's move on to the outer orbit line. I've got another star here, so I can't scan that, and another star there. So really I've only got one thing to explore, and that is this. So I've already flagged that as my destination. Let's go there. At some point we will get the name of the planet or moon that we are about to go and do a surface scan on. At the moment it says unexplored. That's going to change. And if there were other ones around it, they would change too. And that's where it becomes sometimes slightly confusing as to which ones you've just been to and which ones you haven't. And that's why I do this orbit line thing. I've also got my orbit lines toggled to a key on my one-handed keyboard here, so I can switch them on and off. If I don't like to see them, I can switch them off. If I just want to see visually now without going into the system map, then I can switch them on and see the orbit lines, and then I can figure out, I was on the third one, let's go to the third one. Here we go, you can hear the sound, it's scanning the system and the moons and the planets in the system. Higher and higher and higher in pitch until... There we go, now we've got the name of the system. And a discovery made. Water planet, non-terraformable.
System scan complete.
System scan is complete. Right, and you'll see in the bottom right of my HUD, see those blue lines? There's some blue text, there, and then that way on the lower part there's a red text saying surface scanner out of range. Keep your eye on that. It will now turn to too fast. Look, so we'll slow down, and now we're in range. I've got my trigger clicked to this one, so I'm just going to hit that to enable the surface scanner mode. And now we've got some information over here. Let's move me over here so I can show you. I've got an efficiency target here. So if I can scan this whole planet up here with 9 probes, I'll get a bonus. And you can see just below that how many I have fired at the planet and how many have impacted. 0. So if that goes over 9, I won't get the efficiency bonus, but I'll still get some money. So we're going to try and get below 9 or below. And these thin blue rectangles above, that's how many probes we can fire at one time. So we can fire 3, then we have to wait for them to fill up again. You'll see them. Down there we've got a percentage of the planet scanned and its name. So I'm just going to... Where did I put my little notepad? I'm going to pop down the name of this so that we can see how much money we get to sell it for when we go back to QBO and sell the data. -3C1. Okay, shut that down. Firing probe. %. Now you can do this one of 2 ways. You can either just fire it outside of as long as you don't go too far away. If you go too far away, you'll get this miss. See that? Just there. It says miss. Obviously I'm going to miss. If I come down a little bit from there, it will orbit around the planet and hit it on the other side of it. So there's a little bit of guesswork if you do it this way. Fire another one to the side. Obviously I can't see where that's impacted, I've just guessed. Got 40% so far, and you can see right here I've got 3 now impacted, and again we need 9 to get our efficiency bonus. So the other way is you can exit, so down here you'll see that my controls, it tells you what buttons they are to do things, and I've got my exit view to that apostrophe button, toggle planet side view on 9, and launch probe on mouse 1. It's also with the trigger on my POTUS. My apostrophe button to exit the mode, and this is, you'll get a bit more accuracy doing it this way, but it will take you a bit more time as well. And we'll fly around the planet a bit so we can see the other side of it. Right, you don't have to be facing the planet. At the moment the planet's on my side. I can actually do a full 360 degrees rotation, so I don't have to worry about which way I'm facing, as long as I'm near the planet. Now I know I can definitely hit that right in the centre. Let's move me out of the way there so we can see the percentage. Let's take another trip around, because I'm now forgetting where I've fired my probes. Let's take a look around here. Now, I don't usually do it this way. A lot of the time I just do the guesswork. Remember to slow down as well when you enter your discovery mode. We'll pop one there. How many have we got? 6 impacted so far. 75%. As soon as it gets up to about 90%, then it does the last 10% itself. You only have to actually scan 90% of it. Hopefully this will take us up to 90%. Oh, look at that, 89. Right. Let's find a nice bit that we haven't. Scanned yet. That's a bit slim, that bit there, isn't it? We only actually need a 1%, so actually that might do it. And I'll see if there's a larger chunk, make it a little bit easier on ourselves. Yeah, well, there we go, this bit looks much better. That will pop us over that 1% easily. So as soon as this hits 90%, it will complete the rest of it automatically. And you'll see that we will get a bonus up there. Efficiency target bonus. That's that system done. Let's go to the next system.
That's the end of part 1 for exploration. Next Sunday is a retro week. After that, we will end the exploration 2-part video series. Hope to see you there. This is Commander 64 signing off.